Today we're going to talk about Scottsdale, the most famous city in Arizona.
Is it?
It is. I think it is.
Let's see.
I think everyone I talk to when I say I live in Arizona, they say, oh, Scottsdale. I have done my own research on it.
Before we start, I'm Sean.
I'm Betty.
We're a husband and wife real estate team here in the Phoenix metro area.
If you're looking to move to Arizona, whether it is in 9 days or in 9 months, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you. You can email us, text us, or set up a Zoom call. We can help answer any questions that you have and show you the areas and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In this video, we're going to show you the Google Maps view of Scottsdale. We're going to show you where mostly everything.
Yeah, there's too much. Scottsdale has so much. We'd be here for hours.
Yes, the major stuff. We have done another video of Scottsdale where we kind of went around to different areas, and so that I highly recommend watching that video. I think it's very helpful. If you are planning to visit Scottsdale, you'll have a better idea where everything is. So
and if you're looking
at my video,
and if you're looking to move, we're also going to pull up some listings in the different pockets of Scottsdale and show you guys what those look like as well.
Yeah.
So let's get started. This is Scottsdale on the Google Maps. As you can see, Scottsdale's pretty large. Now, when you come around, this is...
I think your drawing skills are getting
Is it?
a little bit. You're getting there.
Well, that's good. So here's Scottsdale as a whole. Now, as you can see, Scottsdale borders a couple of cities. So you have Carefree over here. This massive city right here is Phoenix. This is Fountain Hills, and then it borders Tempe as well. The population of Scottsdale is 245,000 people. The average household income is $159,000, and the average home sale price is $1.45 million. Now, when we look at Scottsdale as a whole here, so let's pull this up, and if we look at it and zoom in, let's look at the distance to the airport. So if we're from our original video, we were in Old Town Scottsdale. So let's go here and then go straight to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Yep. So it's like 15 minute drive. Very, very convenient. If we go up to Kierland Commons, where we were in our first video as well,
Which is a little bit up north.
Yeah, up north, you're about 25 minutes. And if you go, and if you're in like true North Scottsdale, if we're like, let's say Troon area, Troon Golf Club, you're going to be about 35 minutes to the airport. So very convenient still as far as like how to get to the airport. Now, how Scottsdale is, and I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool here. Scottsdale goes pretty much north and south, and one main road that runs through it is Scottsdale Road. As you can see here, this is Scottsdale Road, and let me actually pull this up.
The bigger stuff like the restaurants and like the lively things are on Scottsdale Road. Like you have the resorts and you have the shopping, like Kierland Commons where we were in the previous video. That's another big spot. It's all kind of on.
Yes, it just runs all the way down.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. It runs all the way south. Actually, even goes through Tempe and Chandler. Touches the rural road. Obviously, not something you guys probably care too much about, but that's how Scottsdale Road goes up and down north and south. Now, the top industries in Scottsdale is tourism and hospitality is number one. 39% of the workforce is tourism and hospitality.
Yeah.
So when you did say the most famous or most known city in Arizona, I guess you were right, because
it is, because like you see a lot of like tourists come here. Like when you go to Old Town Scottsdale, is a lot of tourists like, taking pictures and stuff, you know?
Yeah, we've gotten recently a lot of bachelorette parties happening out
yes,
here.
that's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big right now.
Get a lot of those, especially now because the weather is nice, so everybody can be out partying.
Yeah, and then the golf trips, people come out for the golf trips, which we'll talk about too here in a second. The second is healthcare. Mayo Clinic's a large facility out here as well in Scottsdale. And then let's talk about, you want to talk about the schools?
Yes. So according to niche.com, Scottsdale has the number one school in public school in Arizona, which is Scottsdale. So that's the number one school, which is great. We can also talk about the resorts that we have here. So there's so many resorts that you can go to, but some of the luxury ones are.
So as you can see, there's a ton of resorts.
So if you're planning a visit, you will have plenty of options to choose from. If you're staying in Scottsdale, like there's no shortage of hotels and resorts, but some of the luxury ones are the Four Seasons, the Ondas, the Scott Resort is a pretty cool one. They have a really cool like Cuban, I think it's a Cuban restaurant in there. we've eaten there before. It's really nice. It's a very cute vibe. I don't know if cute is the right word for it, but like it's a very, yes. So it's a very like cool environment. So people love going there. And what's cool about, these resorts is that in the summertime when it's really hot, they do discounted nights where you can stay, sometimes half the price. So it's really cool to take advantage of that. A lot of people here do staycations at these resorts. And one of the bigger ones is the Fairmont Scottsdale. This is the one where we stayed at one time
for your birthday.
Yeah, it was cool.
Huge.
It is huge. I don't even know how many pools they have, but the cool thing that they do is during the holidays they do Christmas lights, and it's a whole thing. It's a big thing. You have to buy tickets. Some people stay at the resort to attend the Christmas lights, so it's a big thing for here, and then people love going there for that and take the kids. It's great.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the golf courses here. So there's over 50 plus golf courses here in Scottsdale. There's like a wide variety range of sources saying different numbers. We're going to stick with over 50. Now,
it's a lot. Yeah. I mean, 50 is a lot. You see, the city is not that big for it to have 50.
So some of the main popular ones, I'm not a big golfer. Don't get mad at me. From what I've heard and from a lot of our clients that come out here for the golfing, Troon Golf Country Club, great golf course. You have Greyhawk. I'm going to pull that up for you guys as well so you can see where it is. Golf club here. So it's not too far from Troon. Another one. So as you can see, those two are a little bit more north of Scottsdale. And then do not get mad at me for how I say this, Wecopa Golf Club as well. Again, that's a little bit way far east of Scottsdale. It's kind of considered Fort McDowell. It's like an unincorporated city, town, or whatever we call it. But we could kind of Scottsdale.
Okay.
Consider that a little bit. It's further out from Scottsdale, but a lot of people like to go to that golf course. That's why I wanted to mention that. Now, do you want to talk about the hiking?
Yes. So there is multiple hiking options in Scottsdale. The McDowell Sonoran Preserve is a big one. It's 180 miles of trail.
Same.
So that's crazy. So if you like hiking, you probably can spend a week there hiking. I don't know. That's a lot. The Pinnacle Peak is my favorite. We've been there. Yes. We've been there a couple of times. It's a very easy hike. It's, I think, 3 miles or 3.5 miles both ways, like there and back. So it's very easy. It's very scenic. Kind of like a, nice, like slow pace hike. Not like some of the other ones that we have here.
So like Camelback.
Camelback is not part of Scottsdale, but Camelback is a pretty popular one, but it's a hard hike. It's like you're climbing. It's not even a hike, I would say. That's like climbing the mountain basically, and it's a pretty high mountain. Camelback is one of the main like mountains in that region, in that area, so people love going.
Yeah, they have 2 different trails to go through. One's in Phoenix, one's in Paradise Valley, but the mountain obviously does still go into Scottsdale, so it's kind of
a lot of the houses around there are pretty expensive in a sense because they're looking at the mountain. So and then if we want to talk about like things to do now, we could sit here and talk a lot about things to do in Scottsdale because it is one of the, most visited cities here. And there's so much to do, right? Like the golfing, this, that, resorts. Like we could spend an hour talking about the things to do, but a couple of highlights, I would say. Yeah.
What would you consider a couple of highlights?
Well, Old Town is a big one. Like that's kind of like the main attraction for people, for tourists, and also people that live here. They like to go because there's a lot of like brunch places, restaurants, and
we toured it on the last video, so you can take it.
Yeah, so that's where we were. That's where it is. We're showing you on the map. Also, Talking Stick is a big one. Is the
casino.
The casino. That's a pretty popular one. People like to go there.
Yeah, so it's right here, like kind of central.
It's right off of the highway, so it's really easy. Like you hop on the highway, you get off, and it's right there. For kids, the aquarium is right there.
Yeah, aquarium is right there too, right?
Yeah, aquarium is right there. It's not a huge aquarium, I gotta say, but it's good. You can spend like maybe an hour or 2 in there, like just the kids looking at the fish and stuff. So It's pretty decent.
So yeah, talking stick and the aquarium are right there. There's a couple other stuff there, like the dinosaur. Was it?
Yeah, so where the aquarium is, it's kind of like a big complex, and they have different stuff. They have like a dinosaur exhibit. It's just basically like dinosaurs and like little
nice stuff. It's like a really fun, like they have restaurants and stuff all around there, outdoors. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we, last time when we talked about in our video, Barrett-Jackson waste management tour, right? So if all you golf enthusiasts, the waste management tour is something we get, I think they say like hundreds of thousands of people come just for that.
It will be like so much traffic at that time, like in that area. People would be like walking across to get to the course, and
so it's at
so many people.
It's at the TPC course. And then same time, it's, I think like within the same week, you have the TPC and then you have Barrett-Jackson. So traffic up there gets pretty wild during that time. So yeah, Barrett-Jackson's here, TPC is here. So Barrett-Jackson they have the cool car auction. We've never actually been to. I do want to go one year. A lot of my friends do go, but it's a really fun environment. See all the cool cars going on auction. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Fun thing to do as well.
And yeah, if you're planning a visit and you don't want to stay at a hotel, there's an abundance of Airbnbs too. If you're coming like with a big group and you just want to stay together, that's something worth mentioning as well.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the different areas and the homes kind of that go with it. So here's a map of Scottsdale. And we originally were in the old town, downtown Scottsdale. So let's go right there real quick and see the houses. So a lot of condos in the area. So you could see stuff 259, 339, 350, 439. So some really good options if you're just looking to be in all the action. There's a ton of condos. I mean, there's condos that go up to like a couple of million in that area too. But if you're looking at just like some homes, let's see. So here's 1 million right around there. You go a little bit further out, another $1 million. Here, this one is probably a condo, 750. So this is probably a home, 785, 840. If you go out a little bit further away, like get closer to the highway, you'll find stuff like 700. You go a little bit further south, 579,000. So you have some options if you want to be close to the action. When we did our original video, we were in McCormick Ranch area.
That's a very nice area.
Yeah. So let's see what homes are going for here.
Very walkable neighborhoods. Clean.
900K. There's a $2.8 million home, right? You're going to get larger lot, larger house, 2,700 square feet. 2.3, you got 1.4, 2,000 square feet. This one, 4,000 square feet, 2.9. This looks like a newer build. So 3 million, really good value for if you're getting a new build. Now let's go to the Kierland Commons area. Again, very popular area if you like to be close to the shopping and restaurants. So obviously, as you're closer to it, 1.5. Oops. Yeah, here's a couple pictures of the property. So let's go back. Now, if you go let's go back here, zoom in. If we go a little bit west of it, prices do get a little bit better. So you see stuff here. Great neighborhood, 795, 2,000 square feet, 690, 1,400 square feet home. This one, 1,500 square feet, 615. So you get some good value. If you go a little bit further east, this borders Phoenix right here, 1.2.
Would you say there's not a ton of new builds in Scottsdale?
Yes.
Mostly older.
In this area of Scottsdale, so that's a great point. When you're in this, like let's zoom out real quick. In this pocket under the 101, like in this little pocket right here, where Old Town up to that 101 highway, you're not going to really find new builds, right? You'll find some custom stuff here and there that they just tore down and rebuilt it. But as far as like new communities, that's going to be further north.
Yeah.
If you go up in these areas. So like Greyhawk's a very popular area. You get some good condos in there and also single family homes for over $1 million. Troon, right? Like the golf course. Everyone wants to be around that area. Very, very popular. So let's see. This one is Pinnacle Peak. Let's go to Troon. Yeah, this is Troon. So 2.2. Let's pull this up. Yeah, very, very nice. Just beautiful. You got views. Like, look at this. This is amazing. Very open floor plan. Okay, that's 2.2. Let's zoom back into Troon.
Because I feel like Scottsdale is pretty built out.
Yeah.
Not like other city.
If you go further out, Arizona.
Yeah, for example, Gilbert still has some building out to be done in other cities, but Scottsdale is pretty, it's an older city.
Yeah.
It's pretty built out.
So this one, 7,000 square feet, just beautiful.
Very nice.
Right, open.
Look at that fireplace. I don't know if they used it. It's so hot. They built it.
Just great. You just get such great properties up there. 7,200 square feet, 4.5 million. And then obviously there's so much up here as well. Pinnacle Peak. Let's see, let's pull this in a little bit more for you guys to kind of give you guys a good perspective of the different price points in Scottsdale. So Desert Mountain, again, a very popular neighborhood. Let's see, right here, Desert Mountain. So 5.1, you have a $7 million, 5,800 square foot. You're going to get views up there. You're going to get some really cool
space. You get space.
Yeah. And
view.
Desert landscape, right?
Yeah.
That you're getting the true desert landscape up there. Now, if you come down to South Scottsdale, kind of like
the southern
of like the most southern part, that's where you're going to find the value, right? 700K, 525, right? 3-bed, 2-bath, right? They're going to be brick homes down here. Just, yeah, you'll get good value. You'll be right by the trails. You got the hiking trails, the winding walking trails. You have a lot of parks down here. Just some really good options close to downtown Scottsdale. So if you're into that scene, this is a great place to be.
Where would be a good rental market within Scottsdale? Like southern part or northern part?
I mean, depends on the budget. I mean, I think in Scottsdale, you'll do really well with the rentals, but for value, you're probably going to be in the southern part, right? Rents here, I would say, go from like $3,000 to $4,000 a month, right? So if you're getting like a 500-600K house, you got to do it up pretty nice. So like this one, 720, you could probably rent this out for $4,000 a month. With Airbnb, if you have a pool, we definitely suggest if you're going to Airbnb it, definitely have a pool. You'll get plus 4K easily a month. Condos do really well in Scottsdale. Condo Airbnbs do great in Scottsdale. You just got to find out the rules and regulations if they allow it.
That they're getting pretty, like, not strict, but like picky with that.
Yeah. There's still some complexes that still allow it, and they're probably going to allow for the foreseeable future. Let me know. I have that list of communities that do allow it for condos as well, because you can get some really good value, $300,000-$400,000 condos, and you can Airbnb and make some really good money.
So that's it, guys, for our Scottsdale video. Hope you found it helpful. If you're planning a visit to Scottsdale, hopefully you now know a little bit more where to stay, what to do. And if you're planning to move here, please reach out to us. We would love to help you. You can email us, text us, or schedule a 15-minute Zoom call. We would love to help you make your transition to Phoenix a smooth one.
Yeah, and please leave us a comment. Tell us if you visited Scottsdale and give us your favorite parts of Scottsdale, or if you have any questions. Again, please leave a comment and please subscribe to our channel as we're going to be having more videos for you guys, so you'll be first to know about it.
Yes.
See you guys next time. Bye.